By labeling US actions as psychological operations, Padrino sought to reframe the balance of power. While Washington may boast superior naval strength, Venezuela claims moral and defensive superiority. The assertion that the US is waging a campaign of intimidation highlights the government's attempt to shift the battlefield into the realm of perception and narrative. In this sense, every military exercise, every television broadcast, and every speech becomes part of a larger information war. The defense minister's remarks resonated with audiences familiar with the government's long-standing warnings about external threats. Yet for critics, this framing risks escalating tensions unnecessarily, turning what might otherwise be manageable diplomatic friction into a spiral of hostility. The mobilization order carries consequences that extend beyond Venezuela's borders. Neighboring countries are closely monitoring the situation, wary of being caught in the crossfire of a geopolitical confrontation. Latin America has seen its share of Cold War-era standoffs, and the spectre of another period of militarization in the Caribbean raises alarms across the hemisphere. For the United States, the deployment of warships has been justified as part of a crackdown on drug trafficking, a mission framed in apolitical terms. Yet in Venezuela, where relations with Washington have been adversarial for decades, this explanation is dismissed outright. The government in Caracas insists that drug enforcement is merely a pretext for exerting pressure on Maduro's administration. Padrino's speech also played into Venezuela's internal narrative of resilience and sovereignty. By urging citizens to go to the barracks, the government tapped into a sense of shared destiny. The imagery of people joining soldiers and barracks, surrendering to the people, seeks to project unity at a time when the country remains fractured by political and economic crises. To loyalists of the Bolivarian Revolution, the call to mobilize is both patriotic and historic. It echoes past struggles against perceived foreign domination and reinforces the government's self-portrayal as the defender of national dignity. For the opposition, however, such measures are seen as attempts to distract from internal failings, including shortages, inflation, and repression.